Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I protect my front cover using acetate. I've been doing this for quite some time, so I am going to show you how I do that and how I get the exact size without having to waste acetate in order to do this. So let's get to it. Okay, so this is one that I have already. Sorry for the glare, but this is how it looks, and this is the personal size. As you can see, it has some scratches on it and it's got some blemishes, but that is the point of this. This is just a way to protect the front part of your dashboards. So as you can see here, I have a charm and I have my bow, and with the bow, sometimes that can dent the dashboard that's here. Sometimes the charm can rub up against it. It can create scratches on your dashboard. So I've always been using acetate as that protective layer to protect what is there at the front from what is here on my pocket side, basically. So I need to do some for my pocket, and I need to do one more for my mini HP. So I'm going to show you how I do that using Canva, and then I'm just going to switch screens over. Okay. So we will go into custom size. We'll do 3.19 inches by 4.72 inches and then create new design. You've created your new design. You go to elements, one that has all the little marks. I can do it. So anyway, we'll go here at the top, and then we just bring that down to cover the whole section of this size, everything that's there. That's it. Change this to white, and then that's all you need to do. Then you go to share, download, always select crop marks at bleed, and then download it. When you download it, save your design, and then once you have your design, it'll look like this when you're ready to print it. So all you need to do is go to print, select whichever printer you're using, one or two, whichever one you're using. Always make sure you have actual size on there, and then just press print. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look. This one will be for my mini HP. As you can see, you have your crop marks and bleed. Same concept like how I've done it on my vellum. And then I have two for pocket size. I already have some acetate that is pre-cut. I have one that has some dents in it, and you know what, I don't really mind because this is actually going to the back of my mini HP, so it doesn't bother me. It don't need to be perfect. And then this one I can make two pocket size. So what I'll do is I will fold it in half, like that. Then I will just slide it in, and then I'll just trim it right down the middle where the indentation is. So right here. And that is my two pieces. I'll do pocket size first. I'll do one for pocket. These two here. Right. So you'll need tape now. Get a little bit of tape. It doesn't matter because you're going to cut off this excess anyway. You just lay it on exactly where all the crop marks are, and then you just tape it down. So that's one there. See, I've made two pieces out of half of an A4 size. So this is how I save material when I'm doing my different sizes for my planner. That one's a little bit wide at the bottom, so we'll just use this side. Perfect. A4 size, you can get 2 mini HPs size dashboards. A4 can give you 4 pocket size, and then you can do 2 personal size, And then you can also do 2 A5 size out of 1 A4 size piece of paper. I'm in the UK, I don't deal with US letter, so the same concept should apply. And basically that is it. So we're gonna trim the pocket size one first, and all you do is follow the crop marks. The tape keeps it in place so that you can cut it precisely. This is how I do it. I mean, there is other ways you can measure it out and just cut it. I don't really do that. I like to be precise with it, so I prefer to just print it like this. What I call my blank dashboard is what I call it. And then I like to just go ahead and trim it just like this. And this works for me all the time. I have no issues doing it this way. And like I said, it's my way of saving paper. I mean, if you want to, you can just put the acetate in the printer and print the crop marks and then do it. But like I say, you won't really, you'll just be cutting a small piece for like pocket size, for example. You'll be cutting a small piece out of a big piece. And that's it. That's the pocket size dashboard ready. Let's do the next one. If you ever had problems trimming your inserts, especially using these type of trimmers, it's actually quite easy. You just don't trim off everything, you always stay. So basically what I like to do is I line it up, obviously, underneath my little liner thingy here. I don't even know what they call that. But the little wire that is in between the blades. And then you just go all the way up to the trim mark and stop and bring it down. So line it up. You basically lift in, and then you put down, and then trim. Because if you trim off all the way up from the marks, what happens is you're not gonna leave. You're just gonna trim off your cut marks, and you won't know where to start again. So that is the method for trimming with these trimmers if you're not familiar with them. So that's my 2 pocket size dashboards. And then my mini HP, this is going to the back of my cover, so I don't really care about the dent that's there. That's just to protect what's at the back of my mini HP against the hard plastic that is there. I wanted to make it be perfect. I could have used a proper new piece, but this was actually a spare I had laying around. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna use this. I don't believe in wasting. I always find use for something. So I have a method of repurposing things if I'm able to. So this little sheet of acetate won't go to waste. I might not be able to print on it, but I can use it as a protective layer. Okay, so we have 2 pocket and 1 for mini HP. I'm just gonna go ahead and hole punch that now while I have the chance. Very short video. I'm sorry, it's quite sorry for the glare, but that is how it looks. So I've hole punched it for the mini HP, and then I've hole punched it for the pocket size. So see how I've always protect my planners and whatnot so that the little elements that's in my planner does not scrape and mess up what's here at the beginning. So that's how I do it. You can very well use the thick acrylic covers that a lot of people use, like the fluted dashboard, and use those. I use them from time to time, but I find that they make the planner or the budget binder very bulky. So I don't really use those in my planners for that reason, because it's just really heavy. But I am using one in my mini HP, which I don't mind because the way that is laying in my planner is actually perfect. That will be coming up in another video very shortly, but I wanted to share this tip and show you how I do it online so you can try and do it for yourself and protect your own dashboards. It's a really good way of doing that. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.